I'm currently reading this book called Stop Chasing Influencers. And one thing that stood out to me, now, the authors of this book is Jared and Kimanzi. The title, Stop Chasing Influencers, so you could look it up if you're interested in purchasing it. But something stood out to me about what they said. They are two businessmen, and they said in the book that the only way they were able to achieve a certain level of success is when they align themselves with the right people. So it was the right people who helped them to catapult into the destiny that God had for them. When they aligned themselves with the right people, business started to boom. They achieved entrepreneurial success or business success because of simply being in the right room with the right people at the right time. And so I was just reflecting, and I began to understand how important it is for us to be in the right place at the right time around the right people. When you are in the wrong place with the wrong people and you are working hard, you are laboring, sometimes your work becomes fruitless. And because your work is fruitless, you end up back to square one. You end up back to the place where you were before, where you had nothing, you were striving to achieve. You had nothing, but you place yourself in a particular environment in order to grow and to climb. But the growth and the climbing doesn't happen because it's the wrong environment, it's the wrong people, the wrong place. But now when you position yourself in the right place with the right people, you begin to see growth and prosperity. And this can apply to all areas of life. Let's say you're in a company, but it's not the company that God desires for you to be. Sometimes you are there, you are striving. Sometimes you may reach a particular level, you're promoted high, but because it's not the place that God wants you to be, you end up back to square one because God has to realign you. So then you start to get contention, false accusations, all these things. I'm not saying that, you wouldn't get these things when it's God's will. Sometimes you get opposition, and sometimes that sign of opposition means that, okay, yes, you are doing the right thing. But sometimes when you see that there's opposition and you just can't break through, sometimes you need to go back and ask God, is this what you had for me in the first place? Because wherever God puts you, if you have opposition, you will break through and you will go to another level. But if you are receiving opposition and you just can't break through, you cannot reach the next level. People are pressing you and you just can't grow. Then begin to question God. Go in prayer and ask God, is this where you wanted me to be initially? As I said, this goes for work, this goes for school. If it's the place where God wants you to be, you will prosper and you will flourish. If it's not, it will be like a dead work. I am trying, I'm striving, and nothing is happening. So, yeah, guys, it's about positioning yourself in the right place, around the right people, being in the right environment in order to reach that level of success or to break through or to prosper. Because where God plants you is where you will prosper.